Cubs! So today we're going to be going over a 3rd through 5th grade project, which is about showing space by overlapping. So here's a quick little demonstration of what overlapping is. So right now, this cat is above the paper, so the cat is in front of the paper. I'm going to add this little guy. So now the guy is in front of the cat, which is in front of the paper. And then one more, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a girl. So now the order is the girl is in front of the guy, who is in front of the cat, who is in front of the paper. So we'll just switch the order to show you again. So now the guy is in the back and the cat is in front of the guy. And then now we have the girl is in front of the cat, who is in front of the guy. So our order is girl, cat, guy. So this is to show you with cut pieces of paper what overlapping is. It's one thing in front of another. So here is an example in art. So this is a painting I have been working on, not finished yet. So I'm going to show you what overlaps here. So this tree, this darker tree I'm pointing at, is in front of that lighter tree. You don't see the tree branch of the lighter tree going through the dark tree. Now, the dark and the light tree are in front of that grass. They're also in front of the river. On the other side, we have two branches. They're a little harder to see. One is in front of the other. Both are in front of the river and the background. So let's go ahead and move on to your project. So you'll see really lightly I have a couple things drawn already. I did this to make this video a little quicker. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser, and a piece of paper. What we're doing is we are drawing some cactus and succulents inside of a pot, so like a little flower pot. So your first step to do this is you're going to draw this kind of long oval. This is going to be the top of your flower pot where it is open. And then you draw two lines from the edges of that oval diagonally down, and you draw one more curve at the bottom. So that is the bottom of your flower pot. So how you can do this is you want to start by drawing whatever cactus you want in the back first. So we're drawing our very back cactus first. You don't need to worry too much about details right now. I'm just going to go ahead and add those lines that show you that the cactus is in sections. You'll want to add the needles towards the end. Now, this cactus is in front of the back of the pot, but right now I see the line of the pot. So I'm going to take my eraser and I am going to erase just the line that is the back of the pot. So now it looks like the cactus is in front of the back of the pot. Awesome. So we're showing overlapping right now. We're going to move on, and I'm going to draw my next cactus. So the cactus that is second from the back in line. I'm just going to do one of those kind of cute little round cactuses. Okay? I'm going to add those sections again like I did with the tall one. Now, this cactus, I can see that line of the pot through it again. I have to erase only that line showing the back edge of the pot. I'm going to have to use a smaller eraser this time. So right now, this cactus is only really overlapping the back of the pot. So we didn't have to erase anything of that taller cactus. This is where it's going to start getting a little bit confusing and where you're going to want to have your eraser ready. So I am drawing a cactus now that is in front of both of the cactuses I drew before and the back of the pot. I am erasing anything that would be behind this cactus. So I'm erasing parts of the small cactus, parts of the tall cactus, and of course, that back edge of the pot. I'm adding these funny little arms to it. I need to erase just one tiny line from the tall cactus. I'm going to keep going, doing the other side over here. I'm going to go ahead and finish this side out, and then we'll get to the erasing. I only have one tiny thing to erase that is behind this cactus, and it's just that little top corner of our shortest cactus. Now I'm going to show you flowers on top of this cactus. You have to erase that line of the cactus arm. The flower is in front, so you would not see the lines of these cactus arms. Go ahead and finish up this flower. So let's talk about what's overlapping now. So this funny cactus is in the very front. The little round cactus is second, and the big cactus is last. I'm going to add one more plant to this. I'm going to add some aloe, and this aloe is going to be in the very front. Because these parts are kind of thin, I'm going to wait until I've drawn all of them to do my erasing. And you can probably tell right now that this is the most involved erasing I have to do. I'm erasing lines from our cactus with the flowers, and then I have to erase lines from our shorter round cactus, and I have to erase any lines that are from that back edge of the pot. So now that I have all of my parts of my drawing done, I am going to go over this with pen to make it easier to see. Erasing only does so much at a certain point. I'm going to go the opposite way. I am going to start by outlining things that are in front first. So, our detail that is actually in the very front is the front edge of our pot. Nothing is overlapping that front part of our pot because they are inside of the pot. So after we've finished outlining the front edge of the pot, the next thing, the second in line from the front, is going to be this aloe plant. Next, after our aloe plant, is going to be our cactus that has flowers. So we've finished our cactus with the flowers. After that, we're going to do this small round cactus. Now we're going to see barely any of this anymore. So our final cactus is the tall cactus. And if you remember, when we were drawing with pencil, we actually drew this cactus first. But it is in the back. So now that I'm outlining, I'm going to draw it last. So we have all of our details and parts drawn. Let's talk about the order one more time. The pot is in the front, it's number 1. The aloe is second from the front. The cactus with flowers is third. The tiny round cactus is fourth. And last but not least is our tall cactus. It is in the back. Since I'm finished outlining with my pen, I'm going to go ahead and make sure all of that pencil is erased so it's really easy to see the order of things, the overlapping. So now that this one's done, I'm going to show you just another example really quickly. So with a different style of pot and some different plants, just to show you have options. You don't have to copy me exactly. I am not going to do this one in pencil. I'm just going to go ahead and trace over the lines I have behind this piece of paper. And don't forget, when you are doing your pen outline, you go from front object to back. When you are drawing with your pencil, you go from the back object to the front. Okay guys, so here's just 2 different examples of how you can show space by overlapping objects. I'm going to go ahead and label the order of both of these drawings. So you should be able to see the numbers. 1 is the object that is closest to you, and then 5 is going to be the thing that is furthest away. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson, and I hope that you will try out this project. If you do, please email me a picture of what you've made. I would love to see your work. Take care, Cubs.